Right. Okay, so welcome back. Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties by me. Many apologies. So, welcome to Damage Does D&D, our Tuesday evening campaign, Helloran Rising, episode 25, if you can really believe that. Today we will be trying something different. We're going to have character-led last we left off. So, without further ado, this week's person to do the last we left off is the lovely
Volunteer.
Miette. Take it away.
Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties myself now.
That's fine. There's a lot of it going about.
So, it appears we have a demon among us, which, given everything else that's happened, why not? Maybe Florian was distracted with worry over his fate, and that's why our route to the last town was not as direct as it could have been. And I guess I was worried about what Grandma might have thought of my teaching an outsider our ways. Or maybe she would have just scolded me for having been so poor a teacher. She taught me better than that. But still, we made it in good time, and no one seemed to have noticed our reputation as navigators is slightly tarnished, but, well, almost no one. Larkundo is strange. The people here are not just missing their memories, they're missing their townsfolk. Doors to houses are swinging open, reeds and books are lying at doors as if the hands holding them had just disappeared. We met a young girl of 8, Davinia by name, who took a shine to me and showed me the house where she lives alone. The girl has no concept of parents, no knowledge of what her mother and father are, despite living in a house clearly made for a family. She brought us to the market, and on the way Florian spotted another adventurer standing in an alleyway, looking lost and confused. The market was filled with food that was swiftly rotting, and did not tempt one to eat, despite Snow's warning. There were no patrons here, simply people taking the food and leaving, Davinia searching through an apple stall to find the least rotten of the fruit. From the market we crossed to the temple, meeting an gnomish cleric who invited to take our rest if needed, but like the others we met, his mind seemed incomplete. He denied Gus's pointing out the smell of rotten meat from the market, and seemed to think Melissa, Celeste and Florian were wearing the bandings of an army. He seemed to have no more concerns than keeping time with his church bell. Melissa led the talk with the town's mayor, one Mayor Gwyn, an older woman who seemed more concerned with the keeping of her appearance than the keeping of her ledgers. Davinia had slipped away at some point, even though the mayor knew of her and her lack of parents in her current state, noting it was no concern and the town looked after her. I am positive, though, that she's just a girl that claims to be, and not the source of this town's misfortune. Almost certain. Nothing useful came from the ledgers after Melissa asked me to check. Spilled ink and a knocked over chair implied that someone had left in a hurry. Perhaps someone knew that there was an evil coming. Florian had ordered lunch for us in the inn, a surprisingly fresh array of food compared to the rot of the marketplace. Celeste secured rooms for us for the night, noting from the innkeeper's ledger that the last delivery of food arrived only a couple of days previous. Impressive that someone can remember to deliver food when even the innkeeper can offer call his own staff. Florian joined me to search the rooms upstairs, where Snow joined us from the rooftops. The adventurer Florian had spoken to before had gone to bed, and with gentle questioning Clint, his name, seemed even more confused than ever, and I suspect that come the morning his room will be as clean and empty as the others. I suspect that were we all to remain here long enough, we will become like those others outside, falling back on those skills at the core of our beings. Gus suggested that we leave, and quickly, and he was not alone in that sentiment, but the others still cannot go without at least trying to help the people here. I have no wish to become a shadow of myself, but we truly do not know how far this magic extends, nor how far we would need to go to find safety.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Miette. That was amazing. That was so cool. So, you are currently in the inn. It is getting towards dark. Time, perhaps, to take some rest and make a decision. Do you wish to stay here where you've booked and paid for rooms, or go elsewhere? What would you like to do?
I think we should stay here for the night. We know the magic at least extends to farms who usually supply the markets, and we don't know how far we'd have to go to be safe.
And y'all said that,
Right.
that Flint,
Safe from what?
Whatever's affecting these people.
Oh, okay.
there's definitely something kind of
Well, you
magic
think you can
going
get
on.
us?
May well do. I mean, from what y'all said, Flint had arrived before the previous ledgers. So perhaps him being here a few days is why he is so forgetful. He hadn't
Is
had
your
his
mic up
mind.
above your head there, Jay? I can hardly hear you.
Well, I'm hearing him okay.
Hello, James.
It's just me then, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Unless everybody else is having a problem hearing Jay. No,
Okay.
just you, James, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Turn up.
So do we not think it's in the food then?
Man, I'm not sure.
I've not detected any traces of magic that could indicate it. This is most puzzling.
Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I know it's late evening, guys, but have we heard the 8 o'clock bell for the church yet?
Make a perception check.
I don't think one night here is gonna do us too much harm.
Not much
How can we-
point.
How can we guarantee that?
We can't.
Perhaps we should make some kind of log. Write down anything important.
Right? Yep. I can keep track of everything if you want.
Well, that way at least we'll have something to refer to.
You have not heard the 8 o'clock bell yet.
We could just leave. We don't owe anything.
We can't exactly leave them in this state either.
Why?
Not as
They
if
seem
they
quite
asked
happy.
for this.
Well, they seem quite happy.
But if this is related to something that is going on in the woods, then we can't help them unless we leave anyway.
Trellador, they're digging through rotten food just to find something to eat. There's definitely something not right here.
You seem to want to fix the world. You can't fix everything.
Yeah, but you can at least try.
We tried. We looked around. There wasn't anything we could. Maybe we should leave.
Although I don't completely agree with Trellador, Snow does put up a good point. This is connected to the woods.
I'm certain it is, though. That's my thing.
It would seem a little suspicious that your erstwhile mentor passes through and this town, we stumble upon the town in a state that it's in.
First of all, there's a week difference. Second of all, none of what's happening here I associate with the work of the magic of Fae, undead, or devils or demons. Ain't any of them. It most closely matches the magic of the Fae. I mean, altering minds and making people go missing, that's generally their kind of thing to do. They like kidnapping people, though they'd normally kidnap the children first. No. And if it was Faye, well, I look to Gus. Gus wouldn't still be here because he's eating.
Eat what?
I tell you what, you decide what you want to do. I'm gonna go up to the roof and keep a watch because I don't trust anybody in this place. Least of all.
That is a good way to go about it.
Might it be wise if we don't completely separate? Perhaps someone should go with you.
I was gonna suggest that maybe not on the roof, but maybe we just take a deeper look into town or out of town. Just so we've got all the bases covered. We've basically walked in, seen a couple of houses, the mayor's office, a pub, and a mall. What
And the
else?
church. Don't forget the church.
And the church.
You do as you wish. I can make better time and also stay hidden on the rooftops. If somebody wants to come with me, then do so. If not, I'm going anyway.
The gnome at the church, stay there. Well, he didn't say everyone goes to sleep by 9, but he'd say that most folks did.
I haven't heard the bell. He said 8 till 8 basically, and I haven't heard it yet, so we got some time to see what happens. So I'll pop out with Snow and just take a look.
Now we'll move back up the stairs to one of the rooms and then go out the window up onto the roof.
Okay.
Same
Keep
way as last time.
yourself safe.
Sure. And Florian, you're going with him?
Yeah, I'll do exactly the same.
Okay. Quick acrobatics check for you. Snow shouldn't be a problem.
My highest fucking stat, and I roll really low. Brilliant.
What'd you get?
9 in completion.
9. Okay, you're struggling to get a grip on the edge of the roof to pull yourself up, but Snow, are you going to help assist?
He's just going to sort of stand, just looking at him for a moment. By the rivers of Helloran, and you call yourself a martial artist. And he'll pull him up.
Apparently it's all monks who people play which are quite shit at their actual proficiency.
I was not bad at doing stuff.
Yes, you were.
Died.
You
You just have to get the ability to run up walls and then you're fine.
Yeah. Okay, so with Snow's help, you managed to sort of scramble up onto the top of the roof. It's not a very steep slope. It's fairly gentle slope over this route. You look into the town. You both make perception checks.
23.
23.
And 16 respectively.
16. Yeah, from where you are on top of the roof, you can see down into the marketplace. It seems there's less people. You see one person sort of walking away from the market, away from where you are. But no, nothing odd or strange. Snow, you look across and see that the clock tower, the time on the clock is now 8:15.
You said that we didn't hear the bell, correct?
I didn't. I was keeping an ear out for it.
It's 8:15. The bell's already gone. Interesting. Do you think it could be the bell?
Well, as in... That's the magical thing? That's the...
We haven't heard it.
Doesn't necessarily mean to say it hasn't been wrong. Though, I suppose so.
That bell would be heard across the entire town if it was ringing. That is the purpose of it.
Could be. Maybe it's something we let the group know.
By all means, I will stay here.
I'll go let them know and come back up. I'll try and...
Okay, give me an acrobatics. You go back down the same way you came up.
Yeah, I know the window's open there, so...
Okay.
Noel will point out 2 handholds where he can sort of get down a bit more easily.
Okay, in that case you can have advantage as Snow is pointing out how to do this.
Thank you, Snow. I definitely need it.
Roof
21.
climbing for beginners.
21, yeah. You, without a problem, seeing where Snow has pointed out, you swing yourself back into the room. Go back downstairs. Where the rest of you, did you want to do anything while those two were gone? It's not been very long, but...
Well, if the food's not the problem, then I think we should have a beer. That's food, isn't it?
The innkeeper looks up at this point. Certainly. Oh, how many would you like?
How many have you got?
Well, he sort of looks, gestures at the bar. It's a bar? We've got
Well, that should
lots.
just about do then. Can we have our 10, please?
10 beers? Certainly.
Poor man hasn't served dwarves before.
Possibly not. So he gets, starts pouring the beers out. Sort of looks around confusedly at one point, as if he was shouting on someone. He was then starts bringing them over himself. He said, "That'll be a gold piece, please."
You are my good man.
Thank you.
And I'll give 1 beer to everyone except for myself and Yorick, and I'll split the remainder between us.
Okay.
I think that's 3 each for us and 1 for everybody else.
Okie dokie.
I will offer one of mine to the dwarves. Offer mine to the dwarves.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll kind of just slide mine back towards Gus or Yorick.
Okay, so Gus, you've got 4. Yorick, you've got 4.
Fair enough.
You
So
have a beer. Trelador has a beer. As the innkeeper goes back to behind the bar, you see he got a quill and some ink, and he's writing something on the bar. As you see this, Florian wanders down the stairs.
You're back quick?
Yeah, just a bit of something to report, and I'll kind of nestle into the group as to not be overheard by the barman. Or
Sure. He looks like he's concentrating on something.
Yeah. The priest, he said 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock is when you hear the bells for the church.
Yeah.
And the first thing that we noticed, well, snow, to be fair, 8:15. I didn't hear no bell, and that bell would ring for the whole town to hear.
Well, maybe he's dead then. Did you go and have a look?
We're not going to leave just in case something bad was there without any of y'all.
Wise.
Here, have a beer.
I'm fine, Gus. You keep it for yourself.
God, what are these people like? They don't like generosity, do they?
Is it possible, Melissa, you and your knowledge of the magics and that, could the bell, could the church have something to do with it?
I mean, churches and temples are what we tend to run into a lot of the time. But what I'm most hung up on is if there is a creature here that's kidnapping people for whatever they want, whether it be eaten or stuff like that, why would they go to the trouble of trying to maintain some kind of consistency in people's minds? Because I've been watching that barkeep, and he keeps going to talk to people that ain't there. It's almost like he's rationalizing why they ain't there.
Question, dear.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
In this world, in our world we're playing in,
Yeah.
is there something similar to what you'd have in like the real world for like PST time, GMT, daylight saving times? Is there something where it's anything like that? Okay, cool.
No, it would be as if it were pre-train era here, where there was localized time. Everywhere it's slightly different according to the sunrise and the sunset.
Okay, cool.
It's very rare actually to find anywhere with a clock, a central clock. Some towns, some of the bigger towns have a clock. Dar has several, all saying different things. But yeah, this is a a fairly large-ish town, so yeah, it has a central clock tower on its temple, church, whatever you wish to call it.
Well, why don't we go and kick the door down and see what's going on in the church then?
Well, maybe not kick it down, but at least go and have a look. If it's the first person we can't talk to where didn't seem completely and utterly confused, even though he was.
All right, just got to finish my beer, then we'll go.
Well, why didn't you lot go and have a look? And Gus and I will hold the fort down here.
Yeah,
That's
I've
a
got a
good idea.
question.
Just shout if you need help.
Yeah, I've got a question. When Davinia took you to her home, was the door open or did she close it?
What?
Yeah, because I didn't notice that.
I'm sorry, didn't quite understand the question. Was the door open when they went into the house, or?
So was it that Davinia was closing the door to her house, or was she just leaving it open?
Oh no, she
Like the
didn't
rest
close
of
the
the
door.
house has been. She didn't close the door?
No, when she brought Miette back out, they didn't close the door.
Okay. Okay, it's just a thought. Because I'm thinking if people are going missing, if there's any time to do it, it would be late at night, after everyone's gone to bed.
I'll go up and let Snow know that y'all are gonna go to the church.
You might see us from the roof, but...
Are you sure you can get back onto the roof? You're quite annoyed.
I'll be fine. Just got the gutter and just slipped a little bit.
You're not as stealthy.
No, but I suppose that's one thing we got in common, isn't it, Cholo?
I'm not claiming that. I mean, I could get up there easier than you. I mean, I'll show you if you want.
I'll go and let Snow know. I think they're gonna need you down here if there is anything bad in that church.
No, I'll show you. I'll show you how I go. I'll follow him out.
Okay. Okay. So you're going back up the way you went before?
I am.
Yep. Okay. Then you can roll your acrobatics.
Does it look like from the rooftops there would be an easy way to get round to where the church temple is?
No, there's a bit of a gap from where where the town square is.
I'd probably be investigating the route so it would be on the tavern roof.
Yeah, you from the tavern you'd have to go back across to the mayor's office, and then there's sort of houses all the way you came in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would take you away from the town square.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, so acrobatics check for
15.
15. Yeah, no problem. Trellador?
I'll wait for Florian to go onto the roof, stare at him, and Misty up there.
Oh, sorry, I missed that last bit.
I'll Misty step up there.
Okay, fair enough. Easy done. Thump.
Up here behind Florian. And I'll bow.
I didn't think you liked to use magic, Cholo.
It's not true.
You keep telling yourself that.
Magic is what's Celeste and Yorick.
Well, if that was a simple parlor trick, I could have done it.
One day, mate. So what do we do now?
As I get back up, I'll just see whatever Snow's doing. And then can I just have another look at the clock tower and what time it is?
Snow, are you going stealthily so nobody sees you, or what are you planning? Because you're going back the way you came, aren't you, to investigate the rooftops?
Yeah, so it would be just sort of quite circumspect, making sure that he's keeping an eye on anyone or anything that would...
Okay, make a perception check for while you're dodging about. Florian, you can make a perception check.
18.
18, okay. So, yeah, there doesn't seem to be an awful lot of people about at the moment. The one person that was walking away from the square when you first came up here has since disappeared into the streets. It's a fairly simple layout. It's like a crossroads, which meets in the middle of the market.
Yep.
But yeah, there doesn't appear to be a lot of people about. There are a lot of buildings you can see from here would have open doorways, where the doors are just stood open. Some of them are closed, but a lot of them are open. So, Florian.
10.
10. You see Snow just sort of looking and perusing the general area and the rooftops and the layout of the town. Looking across at the clock tower, you can see, it's like nearly past now.
From the amount of people that we saw in the town square when we first came into town, when everybody was getting food, does it look like there was enough people to fill a town of this size, or did it look a lot lighter on the ground than we would expect?
It looked a lot lighter than you would expect.
Okay.
Especially on a busy market day, you would expect a lot more people to be walking around. And
I thought you were going to inside check the town then.
it basically was.
Snow, the others are gonna go check out the church. We're probably gonna go out and call our arms if needed.
Well, it was plotting a route to get there by a rooftop, so...
To get there by rooftop, you would have to either... You probably couldn't get there, to be honest. Because the streets are quite wide up here. You'd have to go all the way back out, almost to the outskirts of town, drop down, go across and go back up again.
Fair enough.
But, it's going to be very difficult.
Okay.
I mean, you're talking, about sort of 60, 70 foot gap between the two sides of the street, where the church is and where the inn is.
Okay. Cool.
So, what's the plan, people? People inside the inn, what are you up to?
Drinking beer.
Right, I think we should go investigate this church. If anything...
Shout if you need us.
No, I don't think you two should stay here as much as you want to stay by that food. I don't want people to be on their own, even if it is two of you.
Well, so you can't be on your own when there's two of you.
Exactly. You're happy to let two of them go up to the roof together.
Yeah, but they're up on the roof.
Yeah, but they're not the silly dwarves, are they?
No, we're the silly dwarves. I mean,
No.
I didn't mean that.
Either way, I think it would be better if all of us stick together anyway. I think if we're gonna find this creature, it's gonna be outside in the night. I have no idea what it's gonna be, so if we need to run, we need to run. But
we don't run from monsters.
No, we kill him.
Well, we'll reserve that judgment till we get out there, but I still find it weird. Whatever's doing this is holding for a reason.
Alright, let's go then.
Get up and step out of the town.
As you start to step away from the bar, the innkeeper looks at you. Okay, have a nice walk. See you in a while.
Thank you, we're just going to get some nice fresh night air.
Always good this time of the evening to have a little stroll after your dinner.
I've left a beer on the table, but when I get back, don't take it away.
Right you are. Enjoy your walk.
Step outside and...
Okay. You step out into the evening air. It's getting a little chilly. You look around. It's sort of dusk, so it's getting dark. Doesn't seem to be anybody around.
Can I see Snow or Florian on the roof?
Make a perception check.
I've been making my way down.
Okay, you get
the ground.
Okay, you going back in the way you came through the window of the inn, or are you just going to
scale down the outside?
Sure. Make me a acrobatics check for that, then, please.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you see Snow.
Acrobatics 18.
18. You see Snow climbing down the front of the inn.
How high are we up on the roof from ground level?
I would say it's a 2-story building, so fairly high. What have you got? 15, 30 feet, something like that.
Okay. I would be staying up there still, keeping a lookout
Okay.
after they've walked in to see if anyone would be following them.
Okay, Trelador, what are you up to?
I'm going to follow Snow down. I don't really know how to get off.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
So one trick wonder down, was it?
Unless I have a short rest up it.
Yeah, I've just realised I could have used my ring and just basically stepped off and slow fall down.
11.
11. Okay. Yeah, you obviously weren't paying attention to what Snow was doing, and you are sort of struggling with handholds, and you fall the last sort of 7 feet. Just go clunk onto the ground on your bum.
Not so silky there, are you, Trillador?
I'll just quickly get up, style it.
Style it out. Style it out. Okay.
You missed the handhold just below the window frame there. That is...
I was trying to. Didn't quite.
Are you okay, Trallador?
Yes, of course I. Look, fine. Little fall. The guy can't handle.
Right, let's...
So everybody's now down in the street, apart from Florian, who's up on the roof by himself.
Come on then, Yorick. We got beer waiting for us. Let's get this thing done. And we're just going to...
I started walking towards the church already as well.
Okay. So you get to the church.
I'm probably going to wait 5 minutes, if that, after they've gone inside.
Okay. Cool.
Before I do anything.
Okay.
I'm going to do something that I should have done last week. Are there any... What's the symbolism on this church?
The symbolism on this church is what looks to be a sheaf of corn in a circle. And you...
So, just going to rattle the door, see if it's open.
Yeah, door opens.
I'll go inside then.
Okay, you go inside. It's lit. There are wall sconces with torches in. It's quite,
Is there
quite
boy
bright.
around anywhere?
Make a perception check.
11.
11. You don't see him. Don't see anybody.
Hello? Anyone here?
As Gus's voice echoes round the temple. The temple itself is it's quite tall. The main building again is about 35 feet to the roof line, but then the clock tower is a further 20 feet above that.
Does it look scalable?
I mean, should be, yeah. If you want to, you can make an acrobatics check and find out.
Right then, so you said the bell was broken. Let's go have a look. And I'll go to wherever the tower is.
Yeah, I mean, there are sort of rough wooden pews in here. There's a sort of semi-altar at the front with the symbolism of the corn, sheaf of corn within the circle again. It's a fairly basic space. There is a doorway. There is a couple of doorways. One towards the just behind the doors, where you can see a rope hanging down, which is obviously where the bell is.
I'll go and tug the rope, see if the bell works.
23 acrobatics.
23, yeah. You are up onto the main building. Not a problem. You can see that the buildings aren't constructed of any great... they're not like smooth with a rendering or anything. They are stone built, so there's plenty of handholds, even up the clock tower or the bell tower if you wish to go up there.
Is there a way into the bell tower at the top?
Well, it's open.
Okay.
So yeah, you can see it's like a tower with an open space for where the bell is. You can see the bell from here, but I mean, you could probably sort of pushing your way past the bell, get into the tower and go down. But the tower is literally not very much wider than the bell itself.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll bail the tower as well into the...
Okay. So as you do so, Gus, give me a strength check, please.
Okay.
Can I scan around to see if there's any signs of the gnome that we saw before?
Yep, Gus already did that, but yeah, of course. Make
13.
Perception 13, yeah. So you yank on this bell, and it pulls back on you, lifts you off your feet, and as you come down again, there is an almighty boom snow. As you get to the top of the tower, the bell moves, boom, ringing in your ears. It is possibly the loudest thing you have ever heard. So your next perception check that relies on hearing will be at a disadvantage. But you are up the top of the tower and you can see this bell swinging. If you look down, you can see Gus hanging onto the rope, bouncing up and down.
Yes, slice the rope.
Okay. Right, okay. Gus, roll a... First, Snow, make an attack.
Oh, that's actually not bad. 28.
28, perfect. So yeah, you slice straight through a rope. Gus, roll a D100 for me.
D100.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Uh, 95.
Yeah. Okay, so you've pulled, you've gone up, you've come back down, and just as your feet are about to touch the floor, the rope goes slack, and you sort of, you don't actually fall, but you're unsteady on your feet, and then you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as a heavy ass bell rope falls on your head. And it goes,
Well, the bell was working, but the rope's broken now.
So much for some quiet thought.
Right?
so
It's alright.
21.
Okay. So, as you look around, you cannot see the gnomish cleric, priest, whatever he was, anywhere.
I'm going to turn.
There is another door, obviously, off to the side at the back of the church, where you think possibly is another office of some kind.
I will head over that direction then.
Okay. So 5 minutes have gone by, Florian.
So
You've seen Snow go up to the top of the bell tower. The bell rang once, and then twice, and then stopped.
yeah, before that though, as they would have walked in and done all of that, can I just have a quick scan of the town
Sure.
and the surrounding area to see, one, if there is any people moving what looks like towards the church, or two, if there is like any abnormal lighting around town.
Normal lighting. Cool. Okay. Roll a perception check for me.
22.
22. No people around at all. In fact, absolutely no people at all. It's very eerie. It's completely empty. Apart from your companions, there is nobody. There doesn't seem to be any abnormal lighting either.
Okay. So not seeing anything untoward apart from it being eerily quiet. I'll just take like a 5 foot step backwards, and then I'll just kind of run and jump off the roof towards the church, and I will use slow fall as I come down.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. As you float towards the church, they hit the ground.
And then, yeah, I'll go into the church after obviously now catching up with the bell being rung once.
So you can see Melissa looking slightly exasperated, and Celeste is off at the back of the church looking at a door. Celeste.
I was just going to listen at the door to see if I can hear anything.
Okay, make a perception check.
Natural 20 for 30.
Natural 20 for 30. Okay. You listen very closely at the door, and you hear, the edge of your hearing, is a strange, eerie, it's not quite music, but it's a sort of buzz, almost discordant at times, but then it's very beautiful, and then it fades, it comes back, but it's very strange. But apart from that, you don't hear anything. Well, apart from Gus moaning that he's just been hit on the head with a large rope, and everybody sort of wandering about in the church.
Nothing untoward outside, everyone. No strangeness going on, sort of like on the outskirts of the city or anything, but it is eerily quiet outside.
So what are we going to do now then? Oh, there's a door. What's behind there?
Quiet would be helpful for me to take in everything. I'm just going to take a moment, tune everyone out, and look back up at the symbol. And I'd like to do a check to see if there's any relevance to the symbol, or if it's just your generic harvest god.
Make a religion check.
Oh. 19.
I mean, it's just a generic harvest god. You get the feeling that once upon a time maybe there was a god that was associated with this particular symbol, but you've seen it around a lot in sort of villages and towns when you've been out doing the work for the Temple of the Broken Heart. You've come across this in rural communities before. It's nothing special.
Alright. Hard to think when a bell's ringing.
If there are no gods in this world, that outside in the mountains, then why are there churches?
Well, same reason there's temples underground that seem to rise up.
Once upon a time, people believed. I mean, they do where I come from. There's something strange behind this door. I can hear faint music. It's rather peculiar.
You want me to bash it down?
I'm not sure that's necessary, but
Was the music good or was it eerie?
a little bit on the eerie side.
Did it have a good beat to it?
Not really, but it seemed very almost alluring.
I would do throwing up any particular heartless flags? Or just more fey but not quite?
Yeah, you don't think it's fey. It's certainly strange, but
It's certainly hard.
Or maybe we should go and have a look.
none of the rest of you can hear it, by the way.
Shall I open this door?
See if it opens, and then if not, rather than bash it down, maybe Miet or Snow can do their magic on it.
Snow, we might need you in a moment, darling.
All you hear is
So just sort of at the edge of everybody's hearing, you just hear sort of a stream of rather annoyed cat noises. Miet would probably recognise some of the language as a variation on old Tabaxi tongue, but it's been warped by the River Clan into something akin, but she pick up the meaning that it's a long string of expletives.
Yeah, I'll just stand there listening to it and start grinning.
I'd imagine if he was up on the roof, he might have got a bit of a shock when Gus started ringing the bell.
May well have been the case.
That just appears behind Celeste.
Give me a stealth roll.
Who are you hearing behind? Melissa or Gus this time?
You, I think.
Oh, was it me?
Celeste, yeah.
Yeah. 23.
23. Unfortunately, with her perception roll of natural 20 for 30, she hears you coming. Which is unusual. You are completely shocked as Celeste just turns around and goes, "Hi, Snow."
Are you okay?
No.
You should have stuck to the human.
Okay. I still vary it a little bit sometimes.
You don't need to shout, Snow. You don't need to shout, right?
Yeah, you are slightly loud still.
Well,
Because you can't
perhaps
hear properly.
don't ring a fucking bell. In future, maybe.
Dwarves. Sorry, that's a bit racist.
If it worked, you all thought it was cursed or something.
No, we found it weird that it hadn't gone off.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was working. That way we got rid of the idea that it didn't work, which is why it hadn't gone off.
I'm not going to try the door.
Well, it
At this stage,
doesn't work now.
Perfect logic.
Makes sense to me.
There you go.
Okay. Sorry, Miette, you were about to say something.
I was just wondering if anyone else had arrived to church, given that the bell went off at not a regular time.
Move towards the door and make a perception check.
I'm going to try and open the door.
Okay. Door opens. Push the door open.
I will pop my head round the corner.
Excellent. Hold that thought. Yeah.
Your head gets chopped off.
14.
14. You don't see anyone, which is weird. I mean, there's been quite a lot of noise happening over here, plus the bell ringing at the wrong time.
Okay. I'm going to hover at the door slightly and suppress my desire to go check on Lavinia.
Okay. Celeste, you pop your head round the door. You see a small, what looks to be office with a priest's simple robe hanging up, a desk with some writings on, a couple of books, a small cot in the corner. He obviously sleeps here as well. But no gnome.
Any signs of what's making the music?
The music doesn't appear to be coming from in here. As you stand in here listening again, you can just hear at the edge of your hearing again the same. Starts off a little discordant but then gets strangely attractive.
Is it coming from below us?
It appears to be everywhere. It's very weird.
Can anybody else hear that?
Anybody that would like to, make a perception check.
Well, if she said that, we do, haven't we?
That's not good. Won't be disadvantaged with that.
Yes.
Well, I got a 1, so no, I don't hear nothing.
You got one as well. So yeah, Snow, you have no idea what everybody's talking about. It's all muffled to you. Gus, again, you suffering from rope damage to your head. He's like,
14.
14? No, you don't
15.
do anything. 15? Nope.
Non-natural 20.
20? Nope.
26.
26? Well. Again, just at the edge of your hearing, you strain to stop all the chatter from everybody else and listen. And you can hear strangely alluring. Starts off a bit weird and a bit sort of fuzzy, but then some really nice music, but again, just on the cusp of your hearing. So you can only just hear it. And Celeste, you see on the floor, beside the desk, a broken hand mirror.
sense. I'm gonna go into the office.
Yeah, it's not very big.
Are there any other doors, or is this it?
Nope, that is it.
Can I check out the area around where the mirror was?
Sure, make an investigation check.
18.
18. I mean, it looks to be a handheld mirror that somebody's obviously dropped or on the floor here. The floor is made of stone, large stone flags, so yeah, I mean, it's a stone floor. The desk is right there beside it. Against the wall, there's a window up a little bit higher, but just for light, it would seem.
Well, I've got questions, but I'm not there.
Anything in there, Celeste?
Broken mirror on the floor, hand mirror.
Mayor had a
No
mirror.
signs of anything else.
Mayor had a mirror as well. I'm gonna wander in
Okay.
and look
It's
closely at this.
it'll get
broken
pretty tight with two of you in because the door opens inwards as well. You get the feeling this room is a bit overstuffed with the small bed and the rack of robes and coats and stuff, and his desk and chair.
Crouch down and have a look at this mirror
Make
specifically.
an investigation check.
Brain 21. Sorry.
21.
I missed the one before the 8.
It's definitely a mirror. It's definitely a hand mirror. Looks similar to the one the mayor had. Not exactly the same, but it's, yeah, it looks like somebody's dropped it on the floor.
Is there any magic about this?
I can try and find out.
Okay.
Mightn't be an idea.
I will immediately cast Detect Magic.
Okay, you cast Detect Magic, and nothing magic about that mirror at all. It's a hand mirror. It's broken.
No, nothing magical about the mirror.
Okay.
Is there nothing else pings? Apart from things that I know people have got.
All the usual suspects light up, but
Poke my head out the doorway again, look over to Miette. I know I keep asking questions about this, Miette, but did Dravinia have a hand mirror? Like the one Mayor had as well?
Not that I saw, but I didn't take long to go through belongings.
Fair enough.
Snow, you had a...
I would like to go and check on her, though, if we are done here.
Might be an idea, especially if you keep hearing music, Celeste.
Is that I got it too.
You got what?
I'm gonna just sort of tuning people out, so walk towards the door, see if I can find some source of the music.
Okay, make another perception check. It's going to have to be pretty high. Snow, you wanted to do something.
Yeah, is there any sort of like way down to what would be a basement room or like a undercroft for this type of church?
Make a quick perception check, see if you can find one.
As I've got Detect Magic up, I'm going to take a moment to stroll around the entire church to see if anything flags up.
Gotcha.
Much better. It's a natural 20 for 24.
24. There are no trapdoors or basement openings in this church. It looks to be a solid floored church. Looks like it's a single story building, although it's very high. There's literally that one room at the back, the office, and the doorway to the bell tower, such as it was.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to head back up the tower and keep a watch from the bell tower itself.
Acrobatics check, make sure you're okay. It should be fairly okay for you. Yorick, what did you get for your perception check?
23 acrobatics.
Yep, that's fine, no problem. So you scale back up to to the bell tower. 16. You
Yeah.
trying desperately to sort of block everybody out, and you heading back to the street, as it were, through that door.
Yeah.
You sort of try and pinpoint a location, but it seems to be all around you, and it just sort of fades away annoyingly. The more you try and listen for it, the fainter it gets until you can't hear it anymore.
Oh, it's gone.
Does anything flag up?
Nope.
Well, we know why the bell wasn't ringing because he's not here. So that's that mystery solved. Should we go back and have our beer now?
No.
But
He
where are we
seemed
going?
very.
Come yet?
Sorry, I was saying, but where? But where would he go? Sorry.
Question.
I don't know, he seemed very particular in saying that he rang the bell so people would know the time. It seems odd that he would leave before the final bell was rang.
Maybe he got bored. Quite bored as well.
I know I'm asking a lot of these questions, but I'm just poking all of the buttons. Any associations with creatures I know about and mirrors for this kind of situation? Or mirrors in general?
Mirrors in general. Make... what would it be? Make an Arcana check, or... Arcana or nature?
Arcana or nature? Any Hunter's Bane or just straight roll?
Just straight.
Just straight, cool. I'll do Arcana. Yeah, it's decent. 20.
20. There are various creatures that are associated with mirrors. Vampires, for one. You've heard of that rumour. That, vampires can't be seen in mirrors. Gorgons. Remember those with the snake's heads who would turn people to stone? Remember, you can fight them looking in the mirror. But
anything from within the mirror?
From within the mirror? Not that you know of, no.
I know I've said this before, everyone, but we've been focused on the town, not any of its surroundings. And I don't mean like out of the town, but like any little patches of woods, or there was a stream when we came in or something like that where something might be hiding. I don't know.
I had thought the people of this town were under some kind of enchantment and were slowly losing their minds, but I didn't think the priest was so far gone as to be the next person to disappear.
I'm getting the sense that some kind of creature is using this town as almost like a pantry almost. Keeping all the people living here just living enough so that they survive, and then coming along and taking them.
Do you think if we went back to the inn now, the innkeeper would claim that there hadn't been a priest here for some time?
That is a good idea.
I think that's a really good idea. Then I can have my beer.
Yeah, let's head back to the inn. I might want to ask him a couple of questions as well. And on one hand, I'd like to say keep an ear out for that music, but the other hand, it could be mighty dangerous.
Music could be dangerous.
Well, many ways, to be honest. You can ensnare and enchant and beguile your senses and leave you vulnerable. Lead you away to somewhere you don't want to be. Let's head over to the tavern again.
Okay.
And the dwarves can get there beer fix they need.
So, Snow, you see the gang troop out of the church below you. Is everybody going to the tavern, or are you?
I'm going to stay.
I'm going to do this stupid thing.
Good. Do the stupid thing. I like it when stupid happens.
I'm going to peel off and nip back to Davinia's house.
Okay. We'll deal with that in a minute.
Do you do this stealthily, or do you just do it? Florian is on alert, so he would be looking out over everyone, and...
Okay.
No, I wouldn't be doing it kind of sneakily. I'd just be hanging back and then zipping.
Okay.
After that, Melissa, well, meet you there in 5. Just gotta look after her own, and I'll follow Mia.
Fair enough.
So,
I will gesture to Snow that we're heading back to the inn.
I stay put.
okay. So, Snow, you see the majority of people head back across the road to the inn. Miette and then Florian peel off and go down towards where you came from.
This is definitely not a bad thing, having the party split into 3 groups.
No, not at all.
From the sound of the bell, is there any movement visible in the town?
Make a perception check.
Well, okay. 23.
23. There is nobody moving in this town apart from your companions.
That's very strange.
Yes, it is. So, Miette, you make your way back to Dravidia's house. The door is open. There is a light inside, because by now it's fully dark. What do you want to do?
So I will gently push open the door and call out like, Vinia, it is Miette, your cat friend.
You don't hear anything.
So I'll start to slowly move in towards the source of the light.
Okay. So the light takes you up the stairs, where you can see in the top room, as before, the large double bed at the front and the small single bed at the rear, where you can see a candle on a bedside table and Davinia sleeping soundly.
So now the sneaky bastard chick comes in.
Okay.
So now, as quietly as possible, I want to try and do a quick search around the area for any hand mirrors.
Okay. Give me a stealth check and an investigation check.
That's 17 and a 10.
17 and a 10. Okay, Florian, what are you doing? Are you following her in, or are you...
I would have followed her into the house, but I would not have followed her upstairs. I'd be downstairs, keeping an eye out, and again I was going to say I'd be looking out for if there was a clock or mirrors inside this house on the bottom floor.
Make an investigation check.
We are really pushing this losing sight of the rest of the party thing.
Yes, you are. You managed to stealthily open a cupboard. You can see it's full of Davinia-sized clothes. Another wardrobe is full of adult clothes, both male and female. There is a small dresser with a mirror on it, not a hand mirror, but an actual mirror. But you don't see any hand mirrors of any kind up here. Florian, what did you get?
15.
15. Searching downstairs, there's a basic couch, there's a table that's laid for 3. There is a small sort of kitchenette at the back with very little food stuff in it, but again, no hand mirrors of any kind.
No, there's no clock
There's no clock in here, no.
Okay.
Clocks are expensive things.
Yeah.
This is a house that you suspect is not wealthy enough to own a clock.
Okay.
I
Can
wouldn't
I?
say try.
Go on. Go on.
I was going to say just like a little stool or something in front of the dresser. I just want to sit down in front of it for a moment, kind of challenge the mirror.
So you sit in front of the mirror.
Yes.
Make a perception check.
You see yourself as you get sucked into the mirror.
Yeah, it's a 10.
10. You look into the mirror very carefully. There's a tabaxi staring back at you. It's you. It's your reflection. In the darkness. There's nothing else.
Can I have a look for... So, apart from there being a table which is laid for 3...
Yep.
In like, the kitchenette area, anything which is out of sorts for a family of 3 in this house, if there is anything which has been... like the first door we walked past, where there was a dropped book, or if there's a drop... Anything where it's as if someone's left in a hurry, or if someone was holding...
There are signs all around this room of this is where 3 people live. And there are there's a dishcloth by the sink. There's, it looks as though people lived here and have just gone out, or not long been gone out, haven't finished tidying maybe. It does not look like somewhere that an 8-year-old lives by themselves.
I'll go upstairs then.
Okay, you going quietly?
Quietly as I can.
Okay. Do you want to make a stealth check, or are you just going to clump up the stairs?
I'll make a stealth check.
Okay.
14.
14. So you don't wake the sleeping child that you see on getting up to the top of this house. It's just an open area. There's no walls or anything. There's a curtain sort of that's pushed back halfway across the room. Davinia is lying asleep in her bed. There's a candle beside it that's lit. You see Miette sitting, looking intently at her own reflection in a mirror. There's a double bed beside the front window of the house.
Florian seeing a mirror. He's just going to walk up behind Miette and obviously quietly to say, I'm sorry about this, but curiosity is most definitely got the cat here. And I'm just going to undo my shirt and I'm going to look at the reflection of my chest so I can see it rather than just looking down.
I mean, while there is a candle here, it is quite dim up here. So make a perception check for me.
So you go into the girl's bedroom and take your shirt off.
Why would you have to say it like that?
Bit
James?
creepy,
Really?
yeah.
Exactly what you did.
He's insight checking his own reflection.
He's inside checking his own reflection.
That is yet to come, but yeah, we're probably going to get there.
19.
19. Okay, so you sort of undo your shirt and just sort of to the side of Miette, just sort of look at it, and it looks the bandages are still on because obviously it was open wound today. The blood is sort of soaking through. It's still painful to touch. And what did you get? Sorry, 18?
19.
19. Perfect. So you look and you can see the reflection of Miette, who sat just in front of you, and behind you in the reflection there is what looks to be some sort of snake head. It's white, pale, with sort of small, almost like glistening silver scales on it. But you realise it's not a snake, it's a neck, and there is a head on top of this neck, peering at you and Colette.
My quarterstaff is drawn, and I swing round with it.
You swing round, and there's nothing there. In the pub, meanwhile,
Fuck.
the rest of you troop back into the innkeeper. Ah, welcome back. Miss, he sort of gestures at Celeste. Miss, I just a quick. I'm not sure if this is right, but you mentioned earlier about having a book for people to write in.
Yes.
I thought that was a very good idea. So I've made one. And he sort of turns his book round, and you can see in very shaky, semi-illiterate hand the word guests. So GESTS. And he sort of opens the cover and says, "Would you like to be the first, as you thought of it?" And he sort of hands you the quill and the little pot of ink.
Does he seem
He's so precious.
Does he seem what, sorry?
Does he seem a little bit odd or a bit over keen?
I mean, he's very excited by this. You can make an insight check if you wish. $14. No, I mean, he seems genuinely excited by having a guest, as he puts it, sign his book. He says, "I'm not sure what you have to put. I think just your name, or what would you normally put? I've never had one before. Is it?"
I believe, yes, it's usually people's names and the date that they're staying from and the date that they leave.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to write your name?
I'm not going to write my name.
Okay, what name are you going to write?
I'm going to
Quickly.
make up a name.
Go on then, what name? Give me the name.
I'm going to put...
Celeste, okay, good.
No. I'll put Davinia's name.
You're going to put Davinia, okay. So you write Davinia, and today's date, and you give it back to me. Oh, brilliant. So your name is definitely there. Excellent. Good. And he sort of shuts the book and puts it under the... Oh! Hang on. And he sort of looks around at the rest of you. Do they all do it?
I can put the number of guests that I'm here with.
Oh, that could be a thing, yeah. Numbers I can do.
And then I'll just put +7.
+7. So +7. Good, yeah, because there's... And he counts. There's...
Some people are still walking.
Oh, okay. But there's only 7 of you. There's yourself, there's the nice cat lady, there's the 2 shorter gentlemen with the beards, and there's the he points at Melissa, the very beautiful lady, and there's her friend that dresses like you and her, and then there's the tall gentleman with the big axe.
Oh yes, of course, I must have miscounted. And I'll put a line through the 7 and put a 6 instead.
6, that's 6, yeah, that's very strange.
I obviously counted
don't know
myself.
how many people you're with. That's a bit weird.
Silly me.
Puts the book under there. Perhaps you've had too much of my beer. It's very good.
That could be it. Oh yes.
Good. So, I'm just about to close the bar for tonight because it's getting quite late. Because I heard the bell not long back. So I'm guessing that we, you'll be retiring to your rooms fairly shortly.
Yes,
Oh, we should be. We're just
Jolly good. He sort of, as Melissa talks, he's jolly good. Blush rising.
I beg your pardon, but
yeah.
you don't know much about the gentleman who resides in the church, do you?
Our church?
Yes.
Because nobody lives there.
Oh. I'm sorry, I thought I met somebody earlier who said that they worked at the church.
No, the bell rings. And then it doesn't, and it stops for a bit, and then somebody goes and rings. I think there's a rota. You'd have to ask the mayor. I think she would know.
Of course. Thank you. Sorry to have
No,
disturbed
you're very welcome. You and your friends are more than welcomed.
Well, thank you very much, sir. We may be staying up a little bit later. We've
I
still
will
got a
stay
lot
up
of energy
as long
left.
as you require the ales. I will be here. Although not too
All right.
late, because obviously we've got work to do in the morning.
Oh, of course. We won't keep you up too long.
Well, you are the guest, so I will be here and ready to serve.
Well, if you want to go to bed, just tell me which taps to use, and I'll just leave the money on the counter when we finished.
That's a very good, sir. I like that, but no, I won't be doing that.
That's right.
Did you need some more beer just now?
Your
Because I
turn.
left that one on the table that you said.
What, this one? And I hold up an empty jug.
Oh, you finished it? Oh, I will pour some more. How many would you like?
You're right.
How many more do you want?
So you've had 4 each, have you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many more are you having?
4, what do you think? Another 4?
I think that would probably do us for the night.
So
8 more then, please, sir.
8 more, certainly. That'll be 8 silver. And he starts putting them off onto the bar.
You can just have one of these gold ones.
I'll get you your change, sir.
No, don't worry.
Are you sure? That's very generous of you. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you.
Can't be.
So, anything else you would wish to do?
I'm gonna, after all of that's been sorted, I'm gonna just step outside, just kind of looking around, waiting for any sign of
Make a
Miette,
perception check.
Florian, or Snow.
Make a perception check. Snow, what are you up to?
He's going to be staying sort of still. He's sort of donned his grey cloak and trying to blend into the stone as much as possible.
Make a stealth check for me.
15.
That's better.
15. So you look about, and depending on the result of this stealth check, I don't think you're going to see him.
30.
30. No,
Yeah.
You don't see Snow anywhere. You know he was on the church roof somewhere, but you look over in the gloom, and you can't see him. I mean, the stars are mostly hidden behind clouds. It's a fairly overcast night, and it's dark, and you can't see. I mean, normally in a town like this, you would expect lots of the houses to have lights on. There are very, very few. There's down the road, the way you came in, you can see there are maybe 3 lights in 3 different houses. Looking down the other way, you can't see any lights at all. Across the way, past the church, you can see 1. This is a very weird place.
Just kind of mumble to myself. There has to be something here. Something's causing this. Is it to do with the mirrors? I'm not sure.
Okay, so back in Davinia's house.
Question for the DM.
Okay.
We've established clocks are expensive in this world. Are
Yep.
mirrors also expensive?
Oh yeah.
So this is an awful large dresser mirror.
It's not. It's a
in a
small
little
dresser
family.
mirror, and it looks as though it's very old, and it's, you know, when mirrors get old, the old silvered mirrors.
Kind of warped ones.
They don't get warped, but they get sort of patina on the back, so you can't see
Yes.
into them clearly. The reflection isn't great. It's not like modern glass mirrors. It's sort of metal with. And
So
you,
it's
as you
So
spin
I presume all
round,
of.
you see nothing. Sorry, you had more question.
No, sorry, I was just going to say I presume I would have reacted to
Yeah.
Florian
So
swinging his weapons
behind
from
you,
around.
the shirtless Florian swings his weapon. I know.
not quite shirtless.
In
It's
the little girl's bed.
done.
Yeah, indeed. It's a bit creepy and weird. But yeah, he spins round, so you immediately turn round.
We either draw a weapon or make a decision whether we're taking Davinia. I just seen something in the back of the mirror. We gotta go.
Okay, I'm going to look from the chair and I'm going to bundle Divvy up in her blanket and take her with us.
She goes, what? What's going on?
I'm
Yes,
stacking it down
Divvy.
the stairs.
Okay, you're running down the
I
stairs.
thought you could join me for sleepover tonight.
Okay, I'm tired. She almost immediately falls back to sleep. And I assume you're running as well. Okay, so the pair of you are running up the street. I would like you, Florian, to make a wisdom saving throw. And
Yep.
can you also roll a d4 and take that away from the total, please?
Ooh.
Roll.
It's not a bad one. D4. Okay, so 17.
17. Okay. So, you run full pelt up the street with Miette behind you carrying Davinia. Melissa, you see Florian belting towards you. And slightly behind is Miette carrying a wrapped up blanket. You assume it's the child that she went to check on.
I'll dip my head inside to the tavern, look to the party at the table and say, Florian and Miette are running down here. I think something's happening.
Snow, you see this from a distance. The pair of them running, belting up the street.
Is there anything behind them? Can I see anything following?
Make a perception check.
No, 9.
9. Nope. They're running from nothing.
I'm going to look to Florian as he's running up and say, Florian, darling, what's happening?
Florian, you can't work out why you're running.
What is happening?
Keep going, get to the inn.
Miette, what happened?
I checked on Davinia, there was a mirror in her room and I looked in it. Florian opened his shirt to look at his scar and drew his quarterstaff and swung at something behind him and told us we had to get out. Fight or get out.
Do you remember that happening, Florian?
Exactly my question to the DM.
You do not. You remember being in the house and looking in the mirror at your the bandages and the blood seeping through, and then you remember telling Miette to run, but you can't remember why.
I remember the house. I remember telling Mia to run, and I don't know.
Oh no, Florian's got the lurgy.
Maybe it's the altitude sickness from spending all that time on the roof.
I'm going to try.
Okay, so you make into. Sorry, do you want to do something before they come back in?
Yeah, as soon as Florian's indicating that he can't remember what's going on.
Oh, no. Sorry, misunderstood my question. Are you going to do? Did you want to do something before they come back into the inn? Because at the moment they're on the street.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, as soon as he's indicated that he's not remembering stuff.
They're not inside
They're not
the
in
inn.
the inn yet.
You're not outside.
You're not outside yet.
Melissa called to us.
Oh, have you all run outside, have you?
I would have done if Melissa
Okay,
had called.
alright, fair enough. I thought you were still in the inn. Sorry, nobody said you were coming out.
I'll probably still be drinking beer.
Okay.
Melissa said that Florian and Miette were running
Yeah,
this
but nobody
way,
said...
so I would have immediately got up and
Okay,
headed
but you
over.
didn't tell me that that's what you were doing, so...
Sorry.
That's
So,
okay.
yeah.
It's my fault. I assumed you weren't doing anything because you didn't tell me, so that's fine. If you've gone outside and you've heard all this yet, what would you like to do? Sorry.
I don't know if this is going to do anything, but I've got to try it, and I'll put my hand on his shoulder and cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
Don't know if it's going to work, but trying it.
Okay. Bear with me 1 second.
I do love a proper ghost story.
You cast Lesser Restoration. It seems to have no effect.
I thought it was a long shot, but I had to try.
And we'll take a little break. Just on that note. So, grab a drink. Grab... Well, whatever's going to get you through this next hour or
Grab a teddy bear.
so. And yeah, we will see you back here after our quick break.
So this town is actually a bridge.
So, welcome back, everybody. So, as Florian and Miette are run up to the inn and meet Melissa on the steps, who has called for the rest to come out. Celeste has tried a lesser restoration on Florian, as he can't seem to remember just why they were running.
I've got one more thing I can try.
Okay.
What are you trying for? What are you?
And I'll put my hand on his shoulder again, but this time cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. Now let's have a little look.
She thinks you've gone crazy like the rest of them. I mean, I can't tell any difference. Don't know if that's a compliment or not. It's up to you.
Yeah. What was he doing when he swung around with the quarterstaff? Was he looking in the mirror?
Oh, I've got all
We were-
blurry. There we go.
We were both looking in the mirror, but he saw something I couldn't.
Yeah, dispel magic. You can feel the spell release, but it doesn't seem to dispel anything.
Whatever it is, it's nothing I can remove.
I have an idea, but it's going to be risky. I want everyone outside, with excluding Dravinia. Keep her inside, safe.
I'm going to lay the on one of the couches in the inn and ask the innkeeper to keep an eye on her.
Oh, Dravinia, why is she not at home? I mean, she's welcome to stay here, of course.
You just need to keep an eye on her for a moment. There may be something going on in her house.
Okay, fine. That's fine. So,
Thank you.
Everybody's going outside. Gus, Yorick.
Yep. Yeah, I'll go up.
Oh, you take your beer with you. Fair enough. That's fine.
All right.
As I'm like necking beer number 7, I'll just say to Gus, "Hey Gus, if I start forgetting things, just hand me another beer, mate."
Right, and of course you won't forget that 200 gold you owe me, will you?
Okay. So,
wait, what? Are you?
right.
I just rolled for that. I got a 2.
As we bring everyone outside, I'm just gonna kind of look at them. Right. I'm gonna do something very risky, and I'm hoping that Snow can see this as well.
You can,
but if
see
I
all of them
suddenly die or disappear, y'all get out of this town.
I'm sorry,
right?
suddenly die?
That seems to be what's happening. People are disappearing in this town, and it seems to be something to do with the mirrors, based on what we've seen in the church and based on what Miette described Florian doing, even though Florian don't remember. There's some kind of creature within the mirrors of this town that is kidnapping people or doing something. And I know it's risky, but I'm going to use myself as bait to try and pull it out. Because I'd rather this thing be dead than left to terrorize all these people till they die. And eventually kill anyone else who comes through, like Flynn.
And if you die instead, then it will continue to prey on the town. You need to share with us now. No.
At least then we can be prepared. At least then we've tried. And I don't want...
We don't know what we're preparing for though, Melissa.
Unfortunately, based on what this thing seems to be able to do, I don't know if we will.
How are you planning on luring this out? Prance in front of a mirror?
I gently pat my bag. You really think a girl like me wouldn't be carrying a hand mirror? So
You're the one with the best knowledge of what this might be and how to fight it. If you suddenly can't remember, that's not going to help us.
I mean, if anyone should do this, Florian should.
You know, I'm always here to help you, Melissa.
Using my ring of featherfall, Snow's just going to step out of the tower and drop, and then stealth across.
Okay, roll me a stealth check. It's been a while.
Is he sneaking up on us?
Let's find out, shall we?
28.
28. Okay, perfect. So, carry on, the rest of you.
what I'm saying is I don't want to leave this thing doing what it's doing.
No,
Melissa,
I don't
if you
either,
die,
but
it will continue doing what it's doing.
We've
If you-
got to try something, though, haven't we?
We need to find some way of getting it
We
out of
have,
here.
but Melissa needs to share her knowledge with us. So in the event that she is taken, we know what we're fighting. We know what information to gather.
I'm going to do one more big think and focus on anything I know that lives in reflections or in mirrors that is capable of wiping memories.
Okay. Give me another Arcana check. Snow,
Another Arcana check.
you make your way across to the group. Who would you like to startle today?
I'm going to stay back for the moment and
okay,
just
cool.
observe within earshot.
Okay, so you can hear all
Can I
of this
do-
going on. Yeah?
Sorry, can I do a similar storybook check to what Melissa's doing at the moment? Just on the off chance I can throw something into the ring.
Sure, make a history check.
and since I'm from somewhere else, any chance I might know? Feel free to tell me no, but I just thought I'd throw my hat in the ring as well, just in case.
I won't because I don't care.
Make an Arcana check. Well, it's going to be a
Good man,
pretty
Dan.
high DC, so... What'd you get? Melissa?
I haven't rolled yet. I've been
Alright.
seeing how each of my dice feel.
I got a 9, so I know nothing.
Nothing.
That was almost amazing.
Celeste?
Natural 20 for 26.
Nice.
Fucking hell, I got 24.
24. 24. You still can't think of anything other than the things you've already thought of. It doesn't seem that
something.
Anything that you can think
something. It's not fate, it's not undead.
Celeste.
Could this be anything like Buson Dar?
No.
Celeste, you haven't heard of anything. You've heard of various other things that could possibly manifest through mirrors. You've heard of things, of mirrors being portals to other dimensions. You've heard of the older goddesses of dark and evil using portals and tieflings to steal people away, but not. And you remember what a while back there was a something about bells, soul bells, but you don't see how this could connect here. It's not something that makes any sense in relation what you know about those mirrors. I mean, admittedly, you got a very high roll, but given your background, it's nothing really.
I mean, this may not help, but I've heard of stories of mirrors being portals to other places. Of bells being used to keep people's souls. It's all a bit hazy now, but I don't know if that sparks anything for you, Melissa.
Does it?
Nope.
No.
And I think Celeste was quite right, Melissa, earlier on. You're the best person who can find out whatever we're trying to find out here, but I'm here to help you. I'm here to protect you. So if anyone's going to
Unfortunately,
do
I've come to
something,
the edge
I'll
of my
do it.
knowledge, and that's what's scaring me. Don't know what this thing is.
What were you going to do with the mirror?
It's from what Miette said. You seem to react as though you were attacking something. So I'm assuming that you saw whatever this creature is in that mirror, but it then was able to wipe your mind of seeing it.
What if... Well, okay, now I'm a little bit confused, but because I remember none of that, but if that's true, and I mean, I do believe you know quite a lot about this magic stuff, but why don't I look into the mirror again? Maybe I can lure it out somehow.
I did suggest that.
It's better for you to keep your memory, and if somehow I can overcome it or do whatever, you're the best person to have the knowledge to try how to defeat this.
I mumble under my breath in Infernal. I don't want to lose you too.
Oh, and then back in Inferno it'll be, you just suggested to do the same thing. Completely lost the accent there because I was speaking as what I was going to say, not as the character for some reason.
That's fine.
And
We
then in
need to do
common,
something to beat this thing out.
well, it's got us, whatever it is. I'll just go on and trust here with you guys. I'm the perfect bait. Apparently it's seen me, I've seen it, but I can't remember.
Is there some kind of magic that would allow us all to see it if it can only be seen in reflection?
A second mirror, possibly, if we're all going on mirrors?
But there must be some reason why you saw it and I didn't.
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, if I'm apparently meant to be a vessel for some demon somewhere far away, if it wants me, I'm pretty sure that it's either gonna keep me alive or it's not. So either way, you might be able to figure out what the hell this is. At the minute, I got nothing to lose. I die, the devil doesn't get me. If I stay alive, the chances of me meeting my sister, which I'm not meant to, something bad is going to happen to this world, and I'm pretty sure I want to leave this world better or just the same as I left it.
Win-win.
So, what is it you wish to do?
I'm going to reach into my bag, pull out my own personal hand mirror with the mirror facing the floor.
At this point, Snow will make his move and pluck the mirror out of Melissa's hand.
Oh, for the love of love, Snow, could you stop doing that?
I don't think Snow will ever stop doing that.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that.
I don't think you are not the expendable one here. They
I'll
need your
try.
knowledge.
I know.
But
I was gonna pay.
Question for the DM.
Yep.
What time was sunset approximately?
Sunset was about 7, half 7. So it's fully dark now.
Snow?
I'll do it.
I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm willing. Your skills are probably more preferable to keeping the group alive and seeing things, so...
You need to get to your sister. She needs to share her knowledge.
I can't get to my sister. Didn't you hear the
He needs
conversation?
to not get to his sister.
Exactly.
I know what I mean, but you dying doesn't help anybody. Me, on the other hand, yeah.
Might I suggest, what we know at the moment is that is seeing works through reflections. We know to avoid such things. We do not need to act tonight. We can wait a while. We can explore other options. At the moment, we're acting in haste, and from that only come errors.
Very dicey question, DM. Just after what Miette has just said, using the specific word reflections, and I don't know how this is going to work with what's happened to me, but is there anything in the books that I've read about monsters or the history of stuff of anything which is reflections, not specifically mirrors?
Make a history check.
Are we all fighting over who looks in a mirror?
No flicks the mirror and just looks.
I think we are. We just need to do something. Sometimes acting in haste is the best thing because you catch your enemies off guard.
If we
What'd you
do
get,
look
Florian?
in the mirror,
20.
20. Hang on for that. Florian?
17.
17. don't recall anything about reflections. You know, vampires don't have them, allegedly.
Yeah.
That's about all, really, that you can recall. Snow. So, looking in the mirror. You got a 20, you say, yeah? Okay. Looking in the mirror, you see behind you a monstrous being far down the street with 5 heads, pale white, striated silver scales on its necks as this thing, its head's weaving and looking at you.
I would immediately sort of just reach up into his scarf bin and flick out 2 daggers.
Okay, make an attack. Well, you can flick out 1 dagger because you're holding a mirror in the other hand.
Oh, yeah.
He's seen something.
Just going to be a normal dagger, so it's plus 8, 23.
Plus 8 for 23. Yep, you definitely hit. Roll some damage, please.
Okay, so that's 7 damage on the dagger.
7 damage on the dagger. Okay.
Just as that's happened, can I just quickly go, before you forget, Snow, what is it?
I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
Ooh.
Yay.
And what we will do is
What do you expect?
Ooh. Ooh.
well, you said you wanted a battle map.
Yay.
So
This is all James's fault.
yep.
We get it.
So this is the sort of market right here. This is the entrance to the pub. This is the entrance to the church. You are Snow. Would be, where are you, Snow? I've lost you. There you are. So you would be here. You have just turned and fired over that way at this. So let's put some people about here. So tell me if you all want to be somewhere else. But this is the sort of conversation I had going in my head. Like that. Celeste.
I thought we were outside the pub rather than the church.
Oh, yep, sorry. Apologies, my error.
Because I figured I would have been sort of sitting on the stoop, sipping my beer, watching all this fun and games going on.
Yeah, no,
Do you know,
that's perfect.
other than Snow, I would have been the closest to the central square because I was moving out there for an open area.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I would still obviously have been near Snow and Melissa. Celeste would have been somewhat near me, I think.
Would have been near you because she's casting. I'm going to put Trelador, Miette, the dwarves on the wall next to the bar because that's where you've just come out of. So let's have some initiatives. So Yorick, what did you get?
18.
18, nice. Okay. And we want. Okay, Celeste, please.
20.
Nice. Fergus, Gus, sorry.
18.
18. Lovely.
Dwarf power.
Florian.
Bit shit for me, 18.
18. Melissa.
21.
21, nice. Miette.
9.
9. Oh, no. Snow.
Math hard.
Math
11
hard.
plus 4. 16.
16. Okay. Trinidad.
Shit.
5.
5?
Whoa, not
Yep.
last.
2 plus 3.
Okay. So, first up is...
Melissa.
What have you done? Stupid thing. Right, okay. Melissa, you are up. So you've seen Snow turn and fire a dagger off while looking in the mirror.
Do I see it hit anything?
You hear a noise and then silence as you stop hearing what was in the background all along, this strange eerie music. It has now stopped. You can turn, you can look, and you can see this thing, this Hydra-like being, white, pale, with 5 heads, across the other side of the market. What would you like to do?
I look over at it and go, "Now, Stefan, they see you in person." And I'm going to bonus action activate my Crimson Right.
Okay. Roll
because
that
it's
D12
vaguely
or is
Hydra-like,
it-
so fire might be helpful. I take 3 points of damage.
Lovely.
And then I'm going to bring my bow to aim and take 2 shots because of, that's two attempts.
Lovely. Go.
So, I've got to get my D8s for actual bow out. So, first attack is a 28.
28 definitely hits.
And that does 9 points of piercing damage and 2 points of fire damage.
Nice.
And then for my second attack,
another
28.
Okay.
2 19s.
Nice.
That's a bit mental. And that attack does 12 points of piercing damage and 5 points of fire damage.
Ooh, mama.
My upgraded Crimson die
So
serving me well.
Okay, anything else? Would you like to move?
I'm going to move over to the church wall.
Okay.
And kind of take cover by the stalls if I can.
Yeah, I mean they are fairly low, but yeah, you can sort of take cover under there.
Just get a bit of something between me and the creature and just start aiming up next turn.
Okay, anything else?
That's all from me. That's all from me.
Perfect. Celeste, you are up with Gus preparing, please.
So can we all see this creature now?
You can, because that song that you heard earlier seems to have stopped. Florian, you can also see it and remember what happened.
Okay.
Oh, goodness me. Right, here we go. And I will attempt to cast Fairy Fire on it.
Ooh, okay, go for it.
That's a dexterity saving
dex
throw.
save, okay. That is sorry, that's a bit weird, that one. That's a 19.
Damn. Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I figured it was a long shot, but
It
I had
rolled
to try.
fairly high, so.
And then I will activate my starry form and get my chalice going.
Okay. Anything else from you? Do you want to move?
I will put myself next to Melissa if I can reach it.
Sure, should be able to. 30, yeah, you can go back there behind her, yeah?
No, not behind her, next to her.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Because I need to be
You're
a bit more
little bit
central.
behind her, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, and that's me done.
Cool. So, Gus, you're up with Florian preparing, please.
Okay, for my action,
Yep.
I will call Bridris
Okay. Where does Bridris appear?
right next to me.
Okay.
And then with my bonus action, I will cast Hunter's Mark on the nasty.
Okay. Okay.
That's my go.
Okay, you don't want to move or anything?
No, stay right here. Oh, I need to roll initiative for Bridris. Hold on a sec.
Oh, yeah, I've got to put her in, haven't I? Okay.
That's 4.
Bridris got 4, did she? Okay.
Yeah.
So Bridris turns up and says, "Sup? How you doing?"
I'm alright. We've got a little bit of a problem here, so we might have a bit of a fighty on. So that thing over there you can eat. But
Marvellous.
be careful.
Very hungry. Distinct lack of sausages. Florian, you're up with Yorick preparing, please.
How far away am I from
How
this thing?
far away are you? Let's have a little look. Where are you? You're there. 5, 10, 20, 75 feet? Plus there's market stalls and things in the way. So you're going to have to go round them. So it's going to put you at I would say you're probably going to have to use a movement of at least 80 feet to get close to it in melee range.
Okay, so I'd like to use 40 foot.
Okay.
So I take it there's market stalls like...
There's one here and there's one
Yeah.
here. So there's a gap here you could go through.
Yep. And what around the other edges? Are they all
These
all
are all market stalls round in a circle here. There's a
Okay, so
there's a central plinth here that's got nothing on it. Just ignore them.
okay, so can I move to 40 foot from where I am to that central plinth bit up the top?
Yep.
And just from where I am, what I can do, I'm just going to chuck a dart at it.
20, 25, 30,
If I can. How long is
40
how
feet.
far?
Darts are about 20 foot, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Disadvantage if
You
I do
can
it.
throw it at disadvantage if you want to.
Oh, fuck it. I'll spend a key point to dash towards it.
Sure, so that's another 40, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so you're right up in its face. Well, one of its faces.
I'll use my action to hit it with my quarterstaff, possibly.
Okay, go for
it. Which I definitely missed with the quarterstaff because I rolled a 2.
Which is?
It's only 8 to hit.
Yeah, you definitely miss. Anything else?
And that's it. No, because I've used my bonus action to dash.
So, Yorick, you are up with me, then Bridris. Oh, hang on. Yeah, what did you get? You got 4, didn't you?
I got 9.
9?
We got. It should be Snow 16.
Okay. It's alright. D&D Beyond's behaving most oddly today. Snow got 16. Trelador got
5.
5. Okay. Bridris got 4. That's right. Okay. Right. Okay. Sorry. So we're on. Oh, for God's sake! Stop messing up. Why is it? Okay. I know where I am. Yorick, you're up with me, then Snow preparing.
Right, monster! And I'm going to move my 25 feet in that direction. As far as I can go.
Yep, there you go.
Cool. What's the distance? It's less than 60 feet, isn't it? Maybe roundabout.
60 feet.
Oh, I'll drop a spiritual hammer on its head then.
Okay.
Wait, which one?
Roll a d5. Spiritual weapon. Let's roll an attack with that. 20.
20 hits.
And that does not bad. 11 points of force damage.
11. Ooh, hello. Anything else, Yorick?
Bonus action, and let's go with that's 60 feet as well. Perfect. Action then. I'll sacred flame it.
Go for it.
Whoosh. That's a dex save.
Dex save. Ooh, that's not so good. That's a 13.
That is a failure.
Okay.
And that is 14 points of radiant damage.
Radiant damage, okay. Anything else, Yorick?
That's all I got.
Okay, so now it's its turn. It is going to sing once more. So everyone must roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Is it considered charming? Because I get advantage if it's against being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep. So
it's
Same.
it isn't really a charm, but it kind of is, but isn't. If you know what I mean. But yeah, okay, go on, have advantage. Well,
I get that as well because elf thing.
Yeah, it's an elf thing. I know.
Okay. 19 for me.
Okay, so Snow, you are okay. You can still see it.
17.
17. You cannot see it anymore. It's not there. You've forgotten. So Melissa. So Snow. Yeah, Melissa. Okay, is not. Let's do this. We got Celeste.
18.
18. Yep, you're fine. You can still see it. Actually, no. 18 was the DC. So
yeah,
you can. Yeah, you can still see it. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry.
Just see it.
Yeah, just see it. So Florian.
A wisdom saving throw, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, 21 then.
21. Yeah, you're fine. Gus.
14.
14. You cannot see it.
And Bridris got a 6.
She can't see it either.
Okay.
Okay. Miet.
12.
What Hydra?
Why are we all standing outside?
Indeed. Trelladon.
20.
20. Yep, you can definitely still see it. So, that's its sing. It's now going to bite at Florian as it's right in front of him. Oh god, that's terrible. That is a 9 to hit. That definitely doesn't hit. And it's going to then claw, which is a 25 to hit.
That misses.
Does it? Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Okay.
What did Yorick get on the save?
Oh, sorry, Yorick. I know I missed someone.
If I'd have failed, I'd have piped up, but I got 18 as well.
18, so you can still see it. Okay. Sorry, thank you for reminding me.
It's okay.
Because of Bridris, that's why. So I counted them. Okay, cool. Right. Sorry, where do we get to? Okay, so
25
Florian,
to hit.
you take 10 points of slashing damage.
Half his hit point.
And that it will. Yep, that's its go. Snow, you're up with me at preparing, please.
Okay, so I'm going to activate my feline agility, which gives me 80 feet of movement.
Nice.
And as we're looking at the screen, I want to go down and round the market stores and hit the wall on the opposite side if possible.
This way.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. Where were you there? 560. Yep, you've got 20 feet from there if you want.
Okay, so he's going to pull out his crossbow, take aim, and fire at this thing.
Okay, roll to hit.
It's an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Do I get sneak attack? Because Florian's engaged with it.
Yeah, sure. Florian
Yeah,
doesn't know
Florian
what...
can see it. Florian can see it, so that's an important distinction.
With that many eyes?
No, I'm going to give it... Yep, you can have it.
Well...
Actually, do me a bonus action hide. If you want to get sneak attack.
29.
29. Let me just do a quick perception. Yep, you can have sneak attack.
Okay.
Just to make sure everything's above board.
14. 17 points of damage.
17, very nice. Okay, is that you, Snow?
Yeah, that's me.
Yet. Some of your friends have rushed off to attack something.
Yeah, I presume that's me standing just by the door at the end where there's Gus and...
Just over here.
Yeah, as I thought. So I'm going to just kind of look around slowly and then kind of lean down to Gus a bit and kind of say gently, like, what are we doing?
Gus, you may answer. Gus.
Yeah?
Miette just asked you what we were doing.
I'm sitting here having a beer and having a word with Bridris. What's going on? Why is everyone running around stupid?
I hoped you'd know.
I don't know. You alright? What's going on?
Yorick, you may answer.
Fight!
What with?
Fighting what?
So, Miette, what would you like to do?
Nothing to do as far as I can see. You just have gone bonkers.
Yeah. Okay. Trellador, you're up.
So, question: when we came back to the bar and the dwarves got their second round of 4 drinks,
yep.
How long were we in there? Did I have enough time to get a shot before the commotion started?
No, unfortunately not.
No, fair enough. I'll use 40 feet of my movement to move as far as I can.
So about
How far away am I from now?
So about, let's have a look. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, so about 40 feet.
Can't keep Florian there on his own. I will dash and use my other 40 feet to get beside Florian.
Yep. Beside Florian.
Sorry.
That's all right, mate.
Yeah. That's what I can do.
Okay. So,
I'll just stand there looking intimidated.
Bridris.
Bridris is going to turn to me and sort of go,
Yeah, well, you said there was a fight earlier. What are we fighting?
Fighting?
Yeah, you said there was a fight.
Come sit down here and we'll just have a chat, shall we?
All right. Sort of plonks her ass down in the doorway.
I don't know what they're talking about, but they all seem to be running around like idiots, but there's nothing here to fight, is there?
Knock, see? It's all...
No.
Your friends are weird.
They are. Let's just watch them and laugh then, shall we?
Okay. Melissa, you're up with Celeste preparing. Sorry, my bad. Miette, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Can I just ask something?
Sure.
At the end of my go. I got Hunter's mark on it.
Yeah. It's not your
Would
go yet, but...
Would that disappear?
No, we'll get to your go in a minute.
Doesn't Hunter's Mark tell you the exact location of the creature at all times?
It does, but it's not Gus's go yet. Gus
Right,
hasn't
sorry.
had a go yet.
I came back
Oh,
in.
sorry, I thought he had.
No, that was Bridris.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what did you get for your wisdom throw?
A natural 20 for 19.
Yeah. The end of your go, after your conversation with Gus, you're like, fuck, there's a big Hydra.
Perfect.
Okay. So, where did we get to? Sorry. Who else had just had a go?
It was Melissa. We were just having Melissa.
Yeah, hang on.
Bridris and Trellador.
Bridris needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Bridris does, okay.
Yeah.
That's 12.
Nope, she still can't see it. Okay. So, Bridris.
Oh, no, sorry, that was 16, but it still fails, doesn't it?
16 fails, yes. So, Snow, we were... No, sorry, I've got two different lists going on. It's very confusing. I do apologise for my complete unprofessional crap out here. Melissa, your go. You can't see this thing.
My bow is lit. We was hunting a creature.
There's something right in front of Trellador and Florian. A big Hydra.
I don't... Doesn't quite make sense to me, but I'll certainly try. I don't remember... There isn't anything there, but...
If you want to fire, even though you don't think there's anything there, you can do so with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll fire in kind of just in front of Florian, because he wouldn't be out there doing all of his cool hits and stuff if there wasn't anything there, surely?
Yeah, surely.
Yeah. Or he's
Maybe he's
just
just training. Maybe it's a nighttime training exercise him and Trellador are on.
Might be, but...
Could be.
Celeste says there's something there. I'm going to try. If my arrows just skitter off the ground, and I'll assume she's pranking me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or we're just having a bit of fun. Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yes, because Celeste is known for her pranking.
Uh-huh.
So it's the first time?
19, but 18 to hit.
18 just hits. So you fire. Roll your damage.
7 points of piercing and 6 points of fire.
Okay, so 13 overall. Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw. With advantage, because you've just hit something.
Yep. With advantage, 17.
17. You don't know what it was, though. You probably hit something. Anything else?
Again at disadvantage?
Yeah.
22.
22. You hit. Roll your damage.
This die constantly rolls 19. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I'll be up and confiscating that shortly.
No, I'm not telling you how much
Except when
one
you're
it is.
trying to roll wisdom saves, apparently.
Yeah, perhaps I should roll that one from in future. 10 piercing, 4 fire.
Okay. And wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Yeah,
Sorry, with
that.
advantage because...
18.
18,
I rolled 17 plus 1.
So at the end of your turn, it suddenly pops back into existence. This is
Once
very confusing.
It pops up, I'll kind of go and quickly reach out a hand and cast Hex on it with my bonus action.
Sorry, the wisdom saving throw was supposed to be at the end of your go.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I do.
So it wasn't at the end of each attack?
Well, yeah, I suppose it could be. Yeah, all right, cast Hex then, that's fine.
No, I'll cast Hex and
My fault
give
for
it...
not...
It has disadvantage on strength ability checks because that's what I normally do because we've got a big buff barbarian.
Grappling.
Unfortunately, it doesn't give me information on where creatures are. That's something I get at 6th level.
Okay, but you passed your wisdom save, so you can see it again now.
I can see it once again.
So, Celeste, you are up with Gus preparing, please.
Well, Florian has only been hit once. He can take a little bit more, so I'm going to fire while I can.
Yay!
Don't make me laugh.
I'm going to fire off a guiding bolt at this thing.
Okay, roll to hit.
Natural 20.
No.
This dice is my friend today.
Right, roll your damage.
$30 points of radiant damage.
Oh, hello. And you have the next attack has advantage, I believe.
It
from
does.
Guiding bolt. Okay. Anything else, Celeste?
I'm going to... No, I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. Gus, you're up. Florian preparing, please.
Okay, I'm just sitting there scratching Bridges' head.
Yep.
Wondering what the hell's going on, what's all the shouting about, why people are flinging stuff about. I can't see anything.
Question. Because Guiding Bolt lights it up with like a aura, I don't know if that would affect anybody's wisdom saving throws.
Because it's to do with their hearing.
Okay, that's fine. I just thought I'd throw it out there just in case.
No, fair enough. No, fair question. Gus, you've cast your Hunter's Mark.
I did. I just don't know why. What's that?
You're sort of bobbing up and down. What? I mean, you don't normally do that without there being something there, do you?
And can I see people hitting something where my Hunter's Mark is?
Well, you could just see. You've just seen Melissa throw 2 arrows at it, and Celeste appears to have thrown a spell at it.
Well, I suppose if people are doing something, I better shoot something. They'll think I'm slacking. I don't know what I'm shooting at, though. So I'll just aim for my Hunter's Mark.
Okay, go for it with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Roger. Oh, you beast. That's a waste of a natural 20. But that's 20 to hit.
That still hits.
I've got advantage because of the Guiding Bolt.
Oh, of course, yes. It'll be a straight roll.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have the natural... Well, I suppose I'll have to roll it again now, won't I?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I just rolled off a natural 20. So that's... it's actually worse. That's only 11 now.
Doesn't hit.
How does that work?
Okay. That's a little unfair, things. Okay, I'm going to take your 20, I think. Because otherwise that's very unfair, isn't it? So roll your damage for your 20.
Okay, so that's D6 for that.
You're kind and benevolent, God.
Oh, thank you.
Just, are you taking the natural 20 or the non-natural 20?
The non-natural one.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
Shame.
And Bridris, as his reaction, doesn't know quite what I'm doing, but he's going to empower my shot as well.
Okay.
With his reaction. He's an acid boy today.
Oh, nice.
So that's 9 points of piercing damage and 6 points of acid damage.
Okay. So.
And I'll take another shot. Seems to have hit something.
Yep. So this one.
This one has not got advantage.
Yeah, this one
is a disadvantage. So.
Okay, that's 14 to hit.
That doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
Okay. Well, at least I did something.
You did. And a wisdom saving throw, if that's your go over.
Okay, now it says that I have advantage on wisdom perception and wisdom survival checks because of the Hunter's Mark. Does that count here?
Wisdom perception. Yeah, it's a wisdom perception. So yeah,
Okay.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Right. Okay. So that gives me 12.
12. Unfortunately, you still can't see what all the fuss is about.
It's pretty difficult because I have a -1 on my wisdom saving throws.
Indeed.
Okay. So does Miette, but she got out of it.
Yeah, but you have to be able to throw dice well as well.
Okay, so yeah, that's true. Florian, you're up with Yorick preparing, please.
Yeah, okay, so I'll go in for a hit with my quarterstaff.
Okay. Yep.
So that's 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And that is 6 points of bludgeoning and damage with that.
Okay.
I will then use my right hand to unarmed strike it for my bonus action.
Go for it.
I'm just checking one thing. Yep, okay. And that's 18 again.
Yep, that hits.
So I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to spend a key point to try and stun and strike it.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll the damage for that.
Yep, roll your damage.
See if you have better luck with stunning things than I did.
Oh, max damage for that then, so that's 11 points of bludgeoning damage with the stone fist. And it has to make a con save throw.
Okay. No, it doesn't, because it's immune to being stunned, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay. After doing that, would I get the feeling of that?
Well, yeah, you go, Whoota! That should have worked. You know that should have worked, and it just didn't.
Am I allowed to say anything after I've done that?
Yeah.
I'll be like, it can't be stunned, people. Just don't even try anything like that.
Anything else, Lauren?
So that's my 2 attacks. That. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm going to do.
Okay. So it is now going to take a reaction after being hit, and it is going to wail. So I need Florian and Trelador. Oh, okay. You just take damage. There is no save on it. Wow. That's interesting. Oh well, it's not that bad. 2 points of psychic damage, please, as it wails in pain.
I think even Florian can take that.
Well, maybe not. Only just.
Was that all of us?
No, just those two creatures within 5 feet. Anything else, Florian? No, that's
no, that's everything.
Yorick, you're up with me preparing.
Okay. I am going to keep on moving another 25 feet. I'm getting there slowly.
Okay.
To the sound of I will get there eventually. Let's turn it on now. So as I'm running, for the first time, you'll see a big this field erupts around Yorick, and there are these sort of red holographic-looking, spinning, dangerous hammers and chisels and things come whipping around in a 15-foot area as I activate
Spirit Guardians?
Spirit Guardians for the first time.
Guardians, nice. That's a concentration, isn't it?
That is concentration, yes.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I'm concentrating as
Spirit
well.
Beatgrinder, go!
I should have my first go. I should have used my action to dash because then I'd actually be useful right now. But I can at least bonus action swing the spiritual hammer.
Yep.
So let's just roll that. 18 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Well done, Dees, for just 6 points of force damage. Well done, hammer.
Lovely.
That's me done.
It's been damaged again, so it's going to react, and Florian and Trelador will take another wail.
Is that an actual reaction, or just a question?
It's a reaction. He gets 2 reactions per round.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
That's another 4 points of psychic damage each, please. Okay, and now it's go. It is going to bite down at Florian, which is a 13 to hit. What a crappy
that
roll.
misses.
Okay, and then it's going to claw at Trelador, which is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh. Okay. That's 9 points of slashing damage.
Look.
And that is its go.
Oh, wait, I'm just going to check something.
Snow, you're up with Miette preparing. Florian, you have a
Yeah,
question?
can I just want to see what it is. Yeah, can I use my action to sentinel attack it?
Why?
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than
But
you,
it
you can use
didn't
your...
make an attack, it wailed.
Oh,
It
just
clawed Trelador.
Oh, sorry, yes, yeah, of course, yes.
Yeah, okay. Melee weapon attack, so I can actually use my quarter staff later.
Yeah.
Yep, cool. No, that's going to miss.
Okay, so it's less than 18, yeah?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So, Snow, you're up with Miette preparing, please.
Okay, when this thing started to sing again, would I be able to draw any conclusions as to what that did to the other people, considering half the party seemed to just mill around in confusion?
Make an intelligence check if you like.
Right, let's give this a bash. Not bad, I got +2 to that, so... 18?
18. Yeah, you see the middle of the 5 heads is not doing any biting or anything. It's just singing. And you can see some of your party obviously can't see this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You put 2 and 2 together and work out that, yeah, it's singing at them, which is why nobody can see it.
Okay, so I'm going to use my action to make as much noise as possible and start screaming at everybody to... obviously, I'm going to plug my own ears. I'm going to get some, like my scarf and pull it up and basically shove it into my ears to block out the sound.
Okay.
And I'm going to start shouting at people to cover their ears. And I'm going to use, obviously, do that as much as possible, and I'll use my action to do that.
Okay. Yep. So you can all hear Snow yelling at you to cover your ears. And you can see him stuffing his scarf frantically into his ears as he's shouting this out at you. So, anything for a bonus action, Snow? It seems a bit mean just to, a bit of a shout.
I would have to have attacked with my with my action to do anything.
Okay.
Really, so,
hide?
Well, no, because I'm shouting at people. So
okay,
there's no.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's it. That's me done.
Okay, fair enough. Miette, you're up with Trelador preparing, please. So, you can see.
So from where I am, sorry.
You can see the Hydra.
From where I am,
yep.
If I use feline agility, how far could I get?
Feline agility gives you
double movement.
Double movement. So what's that? You've got 60 or 80?
60 only, apparently.
Okay.
Snow is mobile.
Yeah, I've got the mobile feat, so my base movement's 40.
I mean, you could get to it from where you are, just sort of dodging between these market stalls if you want.
And as has already been established and observed by Celeste, I am not wise. So what kind of roll would I need to get onto its back?
Well, you're going to use all of your movement to get up to it. So you won't have any other movement left to sort of jump onto it.
So I'll have to wait till next round.
I mean, yeah.
Fair enough. Then I'll
Tell
settle
you what,
for stabbing
as
it in the
it
side.
sounds cool, I will allow
It
you,
would have been really cool.
if
You
you
could
want, if you give me
bonus
a
action
really,
dash.
if you really give me a really high acrobatics roll, I will allow you to use your bonus action to jump on it.
Yeah, no.
Would you roll?
9.
9. Yeah, you sort of jump at it, but it's quite slimy, and it makes your fur feel icky. So you have
I
your
will
action
swing
left.
it and stab it with both of my daggers.
Sure. Well, you can stab it with one dagger because you've used your bonus to try and jump on it.
Even though I have 2-weapon fighting?
Yeah, because the 2-weapon fighting means that you use your bonus action to hit with your second weapon.
Just checking.
Okay.
See, this is where dice loyalty gets me, because that was only a 14.
No, 14 doesn't hit, sorry. Oh dear. So, that was Miet's go. Trelador, you are up with Bridris preparing.
Okay, bonus action, rage.
Okay.
Woohoo!
I roll on my wild surge. I always get that. So I get the +1 to AC,
Nice.
and everyone within 10 feet of me.
Everyone within 10 feet of you gets +1 as well?
Yep.
Nice. So that is
Wow.
Florian and Miet.
Yeah, whilst I'm raging. And then I will attack with recklessly and with great weapon. Last.
Okay, and your special axe bonus that you get
Yes.
as well.
If it hits.
Yeah.
Oh, it does hit. Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Roll that damage.
God, give me lots of math. Give me a second. $10 on the dice, so it's 20 +4, 24 plus rage, 26 plus axe, 29 points.
Woof.
Nice.
Slashing.
Nice.
Now with great weapon fighting, if I store a critical hit, I can take another attack, but it uses a bonus action, but I can't do rage.
Okay. Go for it.
So I can't do another attack.
You
So I'll
used
just
your
use my
bonus action
second.
to raise, didn't you? Sorry. Yeah. Okay, cool.
So I just got my second attack.
Okay.
Recklessly with great weapon again. That's a dirty 20.
Yep, that'll do.
12. Oh, that's a 12 on the die. 12 plus 4, 16, 18. 18 points of slash.
Very nice indeed. Okay. Cool. Okay, so Bridris. What? What are we doing?
He's going to do nothing because he can't see anything, can he?
No. You're all mental, you lot.
Yeah. Well, I know there's something over there because everyone's fighting something, but we can't.
Well, I'll go and have a look then, will I?
All right, if you like.
What's the movement?
30 feet.
Okay, get to there. And a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. 15.
15. Nope, still nothing there.
That's weird. I thought it might be hiding behind one of the market stalls, but
well, your other mum is in the way. That's probably what it is.
Oh right, okay.
Melissa, you're up with Celeste preparing, please.
Okay, I'm gonna ping off 2 arrows.
Okay. Go for it.
28.
Definitely hits.
Pretty sure that die is weighted. I'm gonna have to test it later.
No, put it to one side and we'll test it later.
6 points of piercing and 6 points of fire. It's a good D6.
Nice, that's 12. Good.
And the second attack is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Honestly, the archery fighting style is just brilliant. That is... Oof. Oh, no. No, not quite as bad as I thought it was. 7 points of piercing and 6 points of fire.
Another 13. Lovely.
And then, for quite possibly one of the first ever
While adding
tactical
your
things...
hex... Oh, yeah, because your hex is your...
I haven't had my hex, actually.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was just
I'll
checking.
roll those two. 1 point of necrotic. 3 points of necrotic.
Total 3? Or 4?
That's 4 total.
4 total. Okay, cool.
And then I kind of, for the first time ever for this party, doing things tactically, I'm going to see Yorick moving up with some kind of fancy dancy magic going on.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to go, here, let's see if we can't make that a bit nastier. And I'm going to move forwards a little bit, so I'm within 30 feet of the creature.
Okay. Let's see. Sneak past there. 5, 10, 20, 25. So that's 5, 10. Yep.
And I'll just kind of look forward to it, and with my bonus action, I'll just say, let's see if we can't make you feel the pain of love. And I'm going to, with my bonus action, amplify Blood Curse of the Anxious on it.
Okay.
So I take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And it now has... all creatures have advantage on charisma and intimidation checks against it, but more importantly, the next wisdom saving throw it has to make before the end of my next turn has disadvantage.
Okay. Fair enough.
And I'll kind of look to Yorick and say, mess him up, darling. And that'll be my turn.
Cool. Celeste, you are up with Gus preparing.
I am going to Misty Step 30 feet in front.
Okay.
Because I need to get to my
30.
meat shields.
Hang on, is that right? Yeah, because you were slightly behind, weren't you? So you should be there.
I was, yeah. And then I'm going to... How far away from them am I?
25 feet.
Okay, I will go up to Florian. So yeah, move up to Florian. And do my little thing.
On the dance floor, yeah.
Do a little dance. I will cast Cure Wounds at level 2 on Florian and Chalice on Trellador.
Okay.
So it's 11 points of healing to Florian. And 6 points of healing to Trellador.
Thank you.
Very nice. Anything else, Celeste?
And then I will move back 5 feet.
Sure. Gus, you're up. Florian preparing.
Okay, I'd like to move forward to in between those two market stalls. It's just about there. And then I'm going to, having heard Snow shouting out, I'm going to take a bit of rag and stuff it in my ears.
Okay.
Does that make any difference? I'm just not hearing. No.
You can roll a wisdom saving throw, but this will be at the end of your turn, so...
Okay, well, can I take my shots? Or is that my action to stuff my ears?
I'll say you bonus action to stuff your ears.
Okay, I'll use a bonus action, then I'll take a couple of shots at disadvantage then.
Yep.
Okay. First one, oh, that's nice. 25.
Nice.
And the second one, I'll just do them together and add it all up, make it big.
Okay.
Second one is 19.
19 hits.
Okay, so that's 2 hits. So that's 2 of them, 2 of them. And again, I'll get the acid damage from the reaction from Duty Face. So that in total is 4, 8, 14, 16, 20 points of piercing damage and 4 points of acid damage. No,
Nice.
24 points of piercing damage and 4 points of acid damage.
Okay. Very nice.
Bonus action, I'll stuff my ears and wait for the magic to happen.
Okay, so wisdom saving throw. With
You do realise you've hit more
advantage.
whilst having disadvantage.
Shut up. Don't curse it.
You can have advantage because you've stuffed your ears.
Oh, okay. Glad you said that. Oh, 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Yes, you can see it again now.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. There it is,
Popped
Bridges. I
into-
can see it. Follow my arrows.
What? You're all mental. Florian, you're up with Yorick preparing, please.
Yeah, okay. So,
Oh, actually, before that, both, all three of Miette, Florian, and Trenador take 5 points of psychic damage
it's whale again, I take
as
it.
it wails again. Sorry,
so-
Florian.
Yeah, I'll kind of turn around quickly and give Celeste a nod. And then go back at it with the quarterstaff.
Go for
it. Which misses.
Okay.
And then I will try and hit it with my unarmed strike with my right fist.
Go.
Which is exactly the same fucking number, so that misses as well.
Yes, it does. Okay. Anything else?
I will not. No.
Okay, Yorick, you are up with me, then Snow.
Okay, I'm gonna carry on charging forward, giving a right at Melissa. I think I can get just behind the front.
It's just in range, so it's got to have a wisdom saving throw. Is that right?
I think it's on the start of its turn. Let me just double check.
When anything enters it for the first time?
Yeah,
Enters-
it's normally at the start of its turn.
Yeah, but it's not entering it technically. You're moving it towards it. So
Yeah, or the start of its turn. So yeah, that'll come up.
Start of its turn. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna bonk it on the head with a spiritual hammer.
Go for it.
Spiritual bonking. No, that
Spiritual
sounds wrong.
bonking. Oh, it's rolling well tonight. 22.
Yep.
9 points of force damage. And I've still got an action. Yeah. Let's. Not done a spell yet, have I? No. Okay, I'm going to try guiding bolt at second level between me friends.
Okay. I mean, it's fairly tall, this thing, so yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
Hey, 24 to hit.
That definitely hits. Roll your damage.
Fluffy pink dice doing well tonight. Well, not necessarily on the damage. So it's only 14 points of damage. 5d6 for 14 points.
Oh, that's harsh. But the next attack has advantage. And everybody within 5 feet, so Miette, Florian, and Tranador, another 6 points of psychic damage, please. As it reacts to being hit. And now, if you're finished, Yorick, it's turn.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw, yes, at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Because of
Because of the...
which is a wisdom saving throw. Is 16.
Success. Half damage.
Half damage. Go. Roll your damage.
10 for 5 points of radiant.
5 points radiant damage. Okay. Nice. Okay, so it's going
Unfortunately, I
to
can only do that once.
claw at. She's going to bite at Trenador.
With advantage. Reckless.
with advantage because of reckless. So that is an 18 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and the bite damage is... Ooh, it's a bigger dice. That's good. That is 13 points of piercing damage.
Half to...
Half
of
to 6. 6. It's going to claw at Trelador. Sorry, at Florian. Which is a 24
Yes,
to
doesn't
hit.
matter what the plus is for that, yes.
Which is an 8 points of slashing damage. And that will be its go. Snow, you are up with Miette preparing, please.
Okie dokie. Obviously carried on stuffing.
Yep.
Ears are now thoroughly stuffed and I can't hear shit. So I'm going to go back to the crossbow and take another shot at this thing.
Go for it.
Advantage because of guiding bolt.
Yep. Which means you get sneak attack, right?
Well, because
You
one of
get
my friends
advantage?
is engaged with it, I get sneak attack anyway.
Alright, okay.
Okay, yeah, natural 20.
Yeah, that'll do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was hoping for.
Okay. Right, okay, yeah. 11, 21, 27, 28, 30. 36 points of damage.
Wow, nice. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's me done.
Okie dokie. So, Miette, you are up with Trelador
So-
preparing.
Regardless of the icky feeling, with clothes or daggers, I want to climb up on top of this fucking thing's back.
Okay. Sure, give me an acrobatics check.
That's a lot better. That was a 23.
Yep, definitely. Not a problem. Claws out. Fung, 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 fung. Up you go.
So I don't know if this is a thing, but what I want to try and do is make targeted attacks at its throat. Since I know from what
Yeah, from the middle
Snow
head.
was shouting, this is a sound-based attack. So I'm trying to disable its sound-based attack.
Okay, so yeah, it's a called shot. So DC is slightly, its AC is slightly higher, but yeah, roll for your attack.
Was declining my movement, so I still get my double action?
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, my double attack, I meant to say.
Yep.
And I get advantage because of what Trelador did?
No.
No, there's no advantage.
Okay, my mistake.
It's only a me thing.
You'd still get your sneak attack though because there's people there.
Yeah.
Well, if I hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No?
At best, I got a 14.
14. No, unfortunately not. You just, it's too slimy. Your blade just swings off it. Is that
I
both
am
attacks?
where I want to be at least.
Sorry, say again?
I just said I'm where I want to be at least.
Yes, indeed you are. So, that's Miette done. Trelador, you're up.
First attack, reckless, great weapon fighting.
Go, go, go.
It's giving a whole new turn of phrase to riding the Hydra.
10 to hit, so I...
10?
10, yeah.
No, that doesn't hit.
Second attack. That's best. 19 to hit.
Yep, that definitely hits.
Right. 12 points of slashing damage.
12 points of slashing damage. So, as it reaches down to duck out of the way of Miet's dagger. Trellador swings his axe upwards in an arc and slashes, and the head in the middle just goes poof, falls over and over, spraying blood all over him and Trellador and Miet. And this thing crashes to the ground.
Ooh.
And Bridges
The whole
goes,
monster.
"Oh, that's what you were doing."
Yeah, couldn't you see? You still couldn't see it.
No, can now.
Right. Well, I think it's over now, though.
Well done. The Hydra lies no more. Or the false Hydra lies no more.
Do I notice anything happening with my axe?
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh fuck.
Yes,
Dare I ask?
the purple intensifies and the power is electrifying. You stand there and you can feel your muscles tensing with the power, and it's like when you're raging but just more, and the purpleness around your axe glows brightly. Everybody else sort of sees, well, what do they see? Trellador? How do you
I'll probably
react?
showboat a bit, like kicking the heads round, lording it over everyone, really cocky.
Chopping the other heads off as well.
Yeah, probably go to town on this.
Okay, so you see Trellador's just raging and slicing this thing up with his axe. And that's where we'll leave it for today, because we have run a little bit over. But,
Cool.
well done, everyone.
Good
that
fight.
was really good fun.
Mm.
Sorry for my...
I got to hit it!
Yes, indeed. You didn't spend the entire fight healing people. Well done. Yeah, sorry for my hopeless DMing there at one point. I was just...
That's
just
It's
Oh,
all good.
There was no hopeless DMing.
I just don't know what happened there. I just fell to bits.
This is why I take notes, just in case of these things.
I quite enjoyed that because I actually did more damage.
You did, yeah. You did more damage at disadvantage than you do normally, so yeah.
Yeah.
And Bridges wasn't about to bail you out because, you know, she couldn't see.
Yeah.
So, as we are finished... Wow, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was an awesome map as well, Chaz. Well done.
Thanks, mate. I got sort of... I like the idea of like having the buildings and having a street scene, which was quite cool.
That was good.
But yeah, so that was good. My first attempt at doing that, I was quite into that. It was quite good.
When I first told you about the false Hydra, I didn't expect you to throw one at us so soon.
Well, it was only a juvenile.
Yeah, that's probably the more terrifying bit.
But yeah.
Well, I was thinking it makes sense now that all the doors in the village are open.
I tried my best to not give away anything, even though I knew what the creature was pretty early on. I hope I played right
Yeah,
there.
you did okay. Yeah, it was good. Well done for not metagaming. It's good work. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed.
Absolutely terrifying.
The sort of horror and just general creepiness of it. And so basically what was happening was the false Hydra was singing, so everybody forgot it was there. And it was singing constantly, which is why everybody was like totally confused. And it was basically, it would only stop singing to eat people. And it ate, obviously, the gnome in the church, which is why he never rang his bell.
What was the thing when I saw it in the mirror?
Yes, hydras can be seen in the mirror, so the rumours go. You can see a reflection of it, even if you can't see it in reality.
I think the idea is that it's masking itself from your direct view, but the mirror is not a direct view.
But with that, it basically, as you said, like when Snow first saw it, its heads were kind of like, I'm assuming the heads were kind of like extending themselves in and out of people's houses.
Well, no,
So
they were just sort of weaving around themselves. It wasn't sort of going in and out of people's houses, but the main head was singing and the four others were amplifying the sound.
Oh, okay. But it had like a connection through the mirrors where it could obviously then make you forget
No,
if you.
no, it was nothing to
Oh.
do with mirrors at all. The mirrors were people were using the mirrors to try and find it, which is why you could see it in a mirror, as
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
trying. It was at that point it was trying to come up and eat the little girl.
Oh fuck me.
That was its
Okay.
next snack.
I'm so glad we checked on her.
You two did save her.
Because
Yes,
it was
and two.
it was going for the gnome in the church, and then it was going to get the little girl, and if you went to sleep, it was going to
try and
get
get us.
the innkeeper.
Oh God.
And by the time
Yeah.
you woke up in the morning, there would be very, very few people about, and there would be signs that the innkeeper had been there. But anybody asked, the mayor or anybody would go, well, no, the inn's been empty for however long. Because it would make people forget about the people that it had already eaten.
That's really mean.
It's very mean and creepy. So, yeah, the fallout of this is going to be fun for you guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's going to
it's-
be
Yeah,
interesting.
Because everybody's going to
yes,
remember what
actually.
happened.
Yeah.
That'll be
Well,
fun.
like Warcryths at the town are already gone.
And they've got a whole bunch of rotting meat and some nasty creature lying in the middle of their square.
Yes. And
Yeah, this is going to be a dead town because I can see everyone leaving, as I remember.
And just
Or we could make it our town. We could become the new rulers of the town because we saved it. They could
we
all
could be
serve.
like gods! Yeah, no.
and if you
What's
will,
the name of the town? I keep forgetting.
Larkin,
Arkham.
Have you checked a mirror lately,
Larkham.
Joe?
if you will allow us this as well, as this bit of information.
No, we're not leveling up.
What was the timeline on people completely forgetting? Because Clint had been there roughly a week or so.
Yeah, Clint was a part of an adventuring party of 5 other people who couldn't remember his 5 other people because the Hydra was singing and had eaten them all.
I think we're going to learn a lot next week when we talk to everyone.
Okay, so anyway, thank you very much for watching. That was awesome of you. I hope you enjoyed it, despite our little technical difficulties at the start and the complete lack of professionalism from the DM, which was awful today. But we will be back again next Tuesday for a slightly more together episode, hopefully. And don't forget to go and see our really good friends. Go and see Argy Barbies. Go and see Anne Chapman. Go and see Role Playing Gamers. Go and see all these lovely people. They are fantastic and well worth your viewing pleasure. So, thank you all very much and good night.